Okay, I want to do this video on my Workstation computer. This is the computer I use every day. So let's get started. Up here we've got our AMD stickers. We've got 4 USB, microphone, audio in the front, eSATA, and your indication lights. And I'll show you what it looks like plugged in maybe at the end of the video. You have your DVD drive, which is read-write, and it's an IDE. I took it out of my old computer. It looks fine and it works fine, so why buy a new one? They all do the same thing. In the front you have all mesh, and all the way at the bottom you got your front intake. On the side you have ventilation. I have a 80 mil on the side. I could also install a 120 mil, but I think I'll do that another time. On the back is where all the action happens. You have your black. I love this power supply. It blends in with the case, and it's strong. And it's a Roswell 430 watt power supply. It's 80 plus certified. You have your soft switch. You have PS2s for keyboard and mouse. You've got VGA. You've got DVI, 6 USBs, gigabit Ethernet, analog sound. At the bottom on our PCI Express, we have our 6570 GPU with VGA, HDMI, and DVI. I love that red DVI port, so you know it's an XFX GPU. We also have our 120 right here. It's a 120 LED fan. In the front, we also have a Cooler Master 120 LED fan. We're going to take off these thumb screws, show you the guts. It's going to take 2 hands because these are quite tight. Alright, here's the inside of the machine. I had to take the side fan off, so it's like sitting right there. There's our 120 right here. There's our XFX Radeon. Get a good look at that. It's so tight in there that the camera might not, it's gonna get blurry. But there it is. There is the AMD Athlon processor under that fan and heatsink. There is our, if we can get away from that sun glare, let's see, 430 watt power supply, 80 plus. That was one of the unique things about buying the processor. I mean that this power supply, it was 80 plus power certified, so it has some sort of efficiency, unlike others. Cable management still has not been easy in this case. The IDE cable is an exception, but the SATA cables, I just can't shove them anywhere. They don't tend to, can't hide them. Just because the way these hard drives are mounted, I can't run it behind the motherboard and then run it out the back. Then run it through the front. It's not gonna work. But it looks like a mess, but I got it as clean as I could possibly get it. The 24-pin power connector was one of the most ugliest cables to have on this computer. I can't get it routed through the back of the motherboard because the 24-pin is too huge. It's too big to run back there. But I do. That's my 3 gigahertz overclock processor. It's actually overclocked to 3.7. 120. That is my GPU. I've got 4 hard drives. 2 of them are in RAID 0. Just looks like a mess in here. My ASRock motherboard, and wow, that PCI right here, that PCI X1 doesn't have a lot of room. I'm planning to install a sound card really soon. So, and since we have the case open, you can check out that there's about 50-50 on this board. 50% solid states, 50% electrolytics. So this is I call it a workstation because it's not a gaming machine. It's nowhere near it, but it plays games like no other $400 computer could. So, you can get a look around the machine. This cable's all over the place. Yet it works. Get a good look inside that power supply. fan. And here's my ballistics RAM. It's a dual channel kit. Now let's go check out that terrible cable management on the other side. Okay, I did do a little bit more cable management. I kind of routed the SATA cables through the front panel cable hole to the back and ran them through again, and it's kind of tight, but it looks just a little bit more better. The cables aren't sticking out all this way and stuff like that. And I see I got my grounder strap on, so make sure all this stuff turns on. So I gotta plug in my CPU power now. That's what she looks like when she's running. Such a beautiful color at night. Looks like really good. I'm gonna get to some cold cathodes in here, but it'll be a while before I even start going that crazy with such a simple system. And I like the way the blue makes everything just kind of glow. In the picture, that's what I mean. In reality, it kind of looks bland. Let me see if I can show you that LED in the front. You can see it in there. Here's the fan modification I made to the side of the case. Here's what the front looks like. No, we have a problem with our computer. I see the hard drive light seems like it's just solidly lit. Not unless it's booting, but we'll see about that.